A Christian woman has opened up about why she decided to get into OnlyFans. While it might sound unconventional for a religious woman to quit her job as a teacher to make adult content, Courtney Tilia says she listened to a voice from above. She's explained in an interview with the Daily Star that she felt disconnected from herself and her faith while she was an educator. Even when she decided to venture into the world of explicit content, she was worried she was being judged. However, things changed when she was given a sign. God's message has been abundantly clear, she said. I'm here to be a peace star. This is my way of serving, she explained to the UK newspaper. I'm showing others that pleasure and our sexual expression, even in pee and sex work, aren't meant to contradict God or exist separately from God. They are unified with God and holy. She has since discovered her life's calling is to liberate women from their sexual shame. The Daily Star says she now boasts 18,000 subscribers on OnlyFans and earns between $20,000 and $100,000 every month. Delving into this arena has helped her feel way more connected to her faith. I'm living my life as an example of being fully out in the open and unapologetically expressed, not against God, but completely with God, she revealed. She added, I am the most connected to God that I have ever been, while also being the least religious I've ever been. I don't need an organization or institution to tell me who God is or how to go about my relationship with God. Courtney says God shouldn't be feared because the deity is loving, accepting, and non-judgmental. She's called on others to not suppress or deny things like our pleasure and sexual expression. The OnlyFans star has previously revealed she isn't planning on returning to teaching anytime soon. Appearing on the Inside OnlyFans podcast, she explained how parents would often be surprised when meeting the fitness model in person. After speaking to her on the phone, Courtney, who is based in Los Angeles, revealed, I do have some funny stories of when I would get to meetings and stuff. Because I worked with such severe kids, I had meetings all the time. With this being said, I'd like to talk briefly about sexual immorality according to the Bible, and as a man who struggled with a porn addiction for 20 years, what the lady has said is completely sad and disturbing. For her to correlate this with her faith and what God has told her is extremely troubling. I'm definitely not saying that I'm perfect or without blemish, but for a Christian to say these things makes it that much more confusing for people who do not have a personal relationship with Christ. God has called us to be fruitful and multiply and also created our sexuality, but everything should be in its proper context. 1 Corinthians 6:18 states, flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a man commits are outside his body, but he who sins sexually sins against his own body. The bodies of believers are the temple of the Holy Spirit. Each day is a struggle, and especially for the Christian believer. The enemy's motive is to kill, steal, and destroy. That's why we must make it a point to live set apart as best as possible. Sexuality is God's design. He alone defines the parameters for its use because he's the creator. The Bible is clear that sex was created to be enjoyed between one man and one woman who are in a covenant marriage until one of them dies, which is found in Matthew 19:6. Sexuality is his sacred wedding gift to human beings. Any expression of it outside those parameters constitutes an abuse of God's gift. Adultery, premarital sex, pornography, and homosexual relations are all contrary to God's design. That makes those things sinful. And again, let me know what you think of this so-called Christian and what she said about her sexuality and her faith in God. Apparently, she's not talking to the God above who created the heavens and the earth. I understand that shame and guilt comes with sexual immorality, and I understand church hurt. And a lot of people are living life based on a religion and not a true relationship with Christ. I'm not saying that I read the Bible every day or pray 24/7, but once you have a true relationship with Jesus Christ and you invite the Holy Spirit into your life, the Holy Spirit will convict you of these things. And once he convicts you of these things, it's up to you to start making the choices to live a set apart life. And again, I'm not throwing stones at her. I'm just righteously judging her, which all Christians should be comfortable of doing. I pray for this young lady. I pray for her family, and I pray that the Holy Spirit convicts her and she truly thinks about the life that she's living. And it's completely against God's will. It's completely against his design and his order in which we should do things. So thank you guys for your support. And again, I would love to hear your comments below. As always, strive to live set apart. Take care. God bless.